What up, y'all? So we are in New York City right now. Here to see Gary Vaynerchuk, talk to him about his new book, hashtag Ask Gary V. Somebody that I get a lot of information from. I'm a subscriber to his channel, to his philosophies. I feel like he and I are torn from the same cloth, and this is cool to come and talk to him and talk shop, and also talk about the book, because I have about 4 of his books now, and I even pre-ordered this book, and you can read like about 2 chapters of it, so it's pretty cool. So we're gonna talk more in depth about the book, some of his views, philosophies, pick his brain, and just go from there. I hope y'all get something from this, all right? And make sure y'all subscribe to Gary V. He's dope. Gary V.
What's up, my man?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in.
I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
I get a lot of wisdom and insight from you. Some of the things that you say, or a lot of things that you say and you talk about, I already believe and I already feel. I feel like we're torn for the same cloth, but I'll listen to you and I'm like, that's right.
Reaffirm it.
It reaffirms it, exactly. It educes what you kind of already know.
I keep my stuff very basic, you know.
Right.
I think we all deploy thesis against our executions, the audience of people that are working out in great shape, and you're like, great, that's one part of the equation, and you take the mentality and the thesis and you deploy it against that genre. I do the same thing, I think that's where we probably cross over. There's a lot of people trying to start businesses, trying to start their companies, get theirs, and for me, I just want to get them to think about things at a higher plane, because I always say it's tactics versus religion.
Right.
You're looking for me to say, do 10 push-ups.
And you're gonna have,
Post this on Thursday at 4 o'clock with 7 letters in it in this picture. And the problem is, tactics change too much. The market changes too much. I've started finally taking care of my health in the last 2 years. The things I did 18 months ago for my body aren't the right things for me right now. It's getting people to understand the religion, understanding why you're doing stuff. For me, I'm always reverse engineering. Like, what do I want to happen? And then how do I get there backwards? And how do I provide value? You go where you feel is right. So I could be on the Today Show right now, and I may have reached 7 million people, but maybe 700 of them feel me. Whereas I could do something like this or the other things I've been doing that they got all upset about, and it may only reach 100,000 or 500,000, but 4,000 may feel me. Or it's just 700, or it might be 100, but it feels right to me too. And so people are not navigating their lives with enough intuition and long term. To me, the energy of you reaching out felt like the right thing to do. I don't know how to even explain it. And it's now, here we are. Today, starting right after this, we do some daps, a little love on the way out, we go back, but we've started our relationship.
Absolutely.
And I don't think people think about the finish line enough. They're thinking about what's in it for me right now. And they're not thinking about 7, 12, 19, 44 years from now. I'm just driven by legacy. So much more than, I always say legacy is greater than currency. And that's why I'm out there, and that's why D-Rock's filming, and that's why I'm doing this stuff, no question. Like, I'm excited right now that my great-great-grandchild is literally watching this right now. I'm long gone.
No, for sure.
They're literally watching this right now.
It's out there. It's the same here. The underlying spirit of your success is not just being a social media guru or whatever, those titles are. It is the fatherhood. It is, the fact that fuck this, I'm gonna get in shape. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you guys what I'm going through. Like, all of the other things that make you the man that you are. And that's one thing I try to convey to, people that listen to me and follow me. In the fitness industry, it's just like, these people is just fitness.
Did you see the video I made about the fitness? I was like, can you please show me one picture when you everybody knows. Listen, everybody knows you're setting these pictures up. It's your pump day, and it's perfect fucking lighting.
But no. This is the thing, Gary. They don't know that, and that's the danger. That's the dangerous part of it. These people are so impressionable, they don't know it.
That's a valid point. See, what I'm trying to tell the people that are taking the perfect shots is, you're gonna lose when it's not authenticity, because eventually, and you can get yours. See, there's a big difference between being rich and being wealthy. There's a big difference between having a couple of all-star seasons and being Hall of Fame. People can get away with, and I see it in marketing all the time, you can get away with a couple of years where you make some bank, and you may think you're clever and tricking the market, you're just gonna lose over time.
You attracted a fan who can come to you and help put your message out in the big, you know what I mean? Because essentially, I'm a fucking fan. You know what I mean?
That's what happens when you start providing value.
You know,
and that's gonna happen to you, man. And you know what's funny? It's happening to you right now. If people are really listening to you, there's 7 to 10 of them right now that are on their way. Because authenticity and quality the cream always rises to the top. It may be confusing. At first, Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf were supposed to be as good as each other. Like, that shit will always, 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 always rise to the top. People might not like the way Floyd rolls with his bravado, but if you're the best, you're the best.
You're the best.
I know I'm the best businessman of all time, and I have 30,000 on YouTube. Like, I'm not crippled by that, but I built $100 million a year revenue business right here that's worth 300. I mean, this company's gonna be worth $1 billion in a few minutes. Like you can't let, and everybody watching, don't get caught up in, cool, I'm 250 on Instagram, I'm 1.2 on Twitter, 30,000 on YouTube because I stayed out of it and whatever. Like letting social media numbers dictate your success is asinine. When you get I know listen, now I definitely know, now I can say this without knowing, when you get that email every day, from like, hey, I saw your stuff and it did this for me. My man, you can have 500,000 people watching, but if you're not doing anything of value to those people, I'm super content with my 20 and 30,000 because I know every one of those people is getting more value out of that than 99.9% of things, and that's good for me.
Man, when I first started, all they knew was the workouts, right? They're talking about, the chest workout. But now, the mental juice videos don't do as big as the workout videos, right?
100%.
And I won't stop doing them because all that people talk to me about is the mental juice, There's times I just flip on the laptop and just record from there, like, I have something heavy on my heart, like, always, something simple, like, I know shit get hard, I know boom, 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 but just do the right fucking thing.
It will never be the wrong thing.
Exactly.
Ever.
That's my thing. And when people come up to me and talk to me about these things,
man.
I get fucking goosebumps, teary-eyed, you know what I mean?
Me too, man. And what do the industry people not like? Like, I know what you're doing, you're exposing truth, but like, what would you say what are the top 2 things you think, I'm just interested, I'm curious, like that you've exposed that people have the industry reacted poorly to and the people are like, yeah.
Until recent times, you have your gatekeepers, your big supplement companies, the promoters for shows, etc. And people needed that to make money.
So they would appease them.
And so I came through in a different direction. First of all, when I got into the fitness industry, I wasn't trying to. I was just doing me on YouTube, right? And people loved it, and it grew to where it's at. I now have a supplement company, an apparel line. I have a meal prep company, and it's all from the ground up, and it's all without these quote-unquote gatekeepers. Now, I'm letting people know you don't need them anymore. They need you. They need you and your audience to help sell their product.
Because YouTube and Facebook and Instagram won.
Exactly.
Not this company.
Exactly. And these companies are seeing it. I often feel like the bad guy by speaking my mind and being direct to people.
You're the short-term bad guy and the long-term good guy.
Oh, it always
You're the
comes
short-term.
back. Yeah, it comes back.
Every time.
People have come.
I live for I told you so. Like, this is where I'm vain. This is where I'm not noble. Like, one of the biggest reasons I think I'm a good guy is because I get off on told you. I love it. I mean, I live for it.
Everything that I'm doing, Gary, is because I really fucking want to do it. And I feel so good about that.
Man, you're gonna feel the best about it with the one thing that you'll never get to see happen, which is literally how I live my life. And I'm sure if you follow me, you've heard this. Everything I do is predicated on my funeral. I'll never get to see it, which fucking sucks, but I just basically want to give.
What if you do see it? Who knows?
Then, if I do see it, then I'm coming back on some different shit.
You'd be like,
I'm like, I'm the greatest. I knew I was a phoenix.
Some quote?
Yes.
Hashtag Gary V.
Yes.
March 8th.
March 8th. Look, it's the best book ever written by a human being.
There you go.
And so, that should be enough to get people intrigued. But you know what I think, honestly? I think that this is exciting to me because, knew a little bit, got a little more sense just now. If people like you, they're watching this, I think that the human aspect of being a success is not talked about enough. People talk about the skills. What's the hack? What's the system? How do you get 1,000 followers on Instagram? How do you get 100,000 followers on Instagram? Because if I get 100,000, then people are gonna give me product, or Protein World is gonna want me to put them on, right? Like, I know the game, I get it. That shit is short term, and if people have latched onto you and are watching this, then I think what I wrote, and look, you'll tell them better and they'll trust you more, but I tried to write a blueprint for the entrepreneur and the executive and the human that looks more like us than the masses.
It was a pleasure, man.
Real pleasure, man. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. I'm really excited to get to know you guys better.
For sure.
As a crew. Thank you.
Yeah.